And the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse.
That's why the yogurt tasted out.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game he has a very interesting game plan here today. Their wide receiver coming off that Heisman Trophy win still wants to be on the field for his teammates. This is an opportunity to continue to show people what he's capable of. So I have a lot of pride, and I'm going to show them why I'm the Heisman Trophy winner with my performance in this bowl game here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Russell on play action. Extending the play. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
When QBs get flushed outside the pocket and they have to scramble, you go into scramble rules. But more importantly, I think as a quarterback, I just want you to throw the football away when you get a chance. Throw that thing out of bounds. I don't get a loss on the play. Instead, the ball gets moved back to the line of scrimmage. I'd like to see him do that a little bit more.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Sees an alley. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback will keep it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go belly out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Just going to keep it after the snap. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell escapes the pressure going right. Quarterback's got the first. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope, steps out of bounds.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Throwing Russell. Moving out to the right. He throws back to the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To throw, it's Russell. Unloads it left. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right side, it's Barry. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is on its way. Looks it in. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. See some running room. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Calls his own number. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
DB's right up on the receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Under pressure. He's going to fire to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Tight end now in motion, making the adjustment. Here's a give to Durham. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Here comes the offense on second down. Running inside. It's Berry. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air. It's Levin. Fires left. That's caught. It's Harris. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes a connection. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
My job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tide ready to roll on offense. Russell. Looking left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And this play takes a little bit of time to develop. When you're running a wheel, you get the matchup you want. This offense identifies it. They see it right away. Good protection up front. And the running back turns into a wide receiver, makes the play. But I think they found the matchup they wanted, and they went right after it.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Keeps it moving. It's Riley. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Wants to throw. It's Russell. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Throwing Russell. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Got it behind the line. It's Harris. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
Makes the catch at the 20. himself down the middle. Touchdown, LSU! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. These corners backing off a bit. Russell. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mack. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw.
Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
He's changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Durham. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Reels it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Right side, it's Green. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
LSU quick to the line. Back to pass on second down. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal and go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they only had to move the ball 30 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Throwing Mack. Looking for a big play. He's got it along the sideline. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense not showing press coverage. They want to run this quarterback. Kept it and he's past the marker. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. From deep, it's Barry. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, LSU!
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Keelan Russell gets it to the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense. No,
he's going to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On the move. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
You know, that's a good decision, I think, to go for it on fourth down because you're in the middle of the field. Even if you don't get it, your defense isn't in an awful position running back on, but they're able to get the fourth to keep the drive alive. Let's see what they do next.
Throwing Russell. Unloads it left. It's caught. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on second down? Nice move there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Russell. Still looking to his right. On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Bama! The offense cashing it in on that drive. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the return, it's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Left side is Watkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Handoff, Caden Durham. Got the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try the right side. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll run him again. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Keelan Russell. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Russell. Fires to the wideout. At the 40, there he goes. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That's caught. It's Rodgers. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Throwing Russell. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Across the 45. Running room in the middle. He's at the 10. And he scores! Down Tigers!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he tacked on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He'll take it himself. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
2nd and long here. Got a little space. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's a give to Durham. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Motion from the back. He'll set up to throw. Out wide right, it's Berry. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Hold and fire complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Snags it, and there's running room. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside. Something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game is going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
And he's brought down after a short game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Wants to throw on first. The screen, he's got wheels. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Back to throw, it's Rivers. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead so you can play big zone coverages.
Makes the grab. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Second down, gonna throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Send the tight end in motion. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Driven back.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it with Caden Durham. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Back to pass. It's Rivers. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Mack to throw for it on 4th. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's loose. Touchdown tie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. All over him immediately.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big